live. Tell it like it is. This is what we do. Welcome to the show. Tell it like it is. I'm your host, Jess Jackson. I'm here with my guest host, David the Jet.
Woo!
He got jokes. He got jokes. But, you know, the real joke is going to be on the show. But anyway, we here today, and, you know, we about to get into it. Some news. This is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting. Different. We got a teacher was fired for making kids do homework or just making homework exciting for kids. In Washington, D.C., Trinity Center City Charter School is in an uproar after a teacher gave students word problems that descended in violence, blood, gore, edgy activities. Students were asked to solve equations to determine how many quarts of blood was sucked by a vampire and the number of smoke rings blown by pipe smokers. David, you think this was good, bad, or ugly?
Well, I don't really. I see why people would be upset about it, but still, as long as they're learning, it shouldn't be a problem. It's like that movie High School High with John Lovitz. He's helping these kids with their math. You know, if you have two brass knuckles, and that for each brass knuckle you punch three guys, and you know they're learning. It should be the same thing here. It doesn't matter what descriptions or whatever words she wants to use. It still works. It's still. I don't think it's inappropriate for the school.
Well, I look at it like this. I'm a horror movie guy. I think it's creative. I understand you're trying to make the work exciting, trying to make the work different. But I think it's wrong as far as, because I think it's wrong because I can see if he let the principal know or the faculty or certain parents know, where he just took it upon himself.
Why is it wrong?
And
why is it wrong? They're learning. Why is it wrong?
He just took it upon himself and tried to make something out of nothing. And not only that, if the kids, like, let's say that was your son, and your son came home with a homework with a vampire sticking, how many blood vampires have, and how many smoke things came out of a pipe, what kind of pipe and stuff like that, you'll be upset too if your son
What's
came
the difference?
home
It's still learning.
and say,
I don't see what the difference is. I don't see why you're so upset about it. As long as they're learning, that's what's important, right?
To sit up there and say, Dad, no, it's not about that. It's about principles. It's not about just learning. It's about principles. It's not always about learning. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I think the teacher did it the wrong way, went by it the wrong way, especially the kids are in first, second, third grade. I mean, come on now. It doesn't make sense.
Not encouraging them to go smoke a pipe or to go suck blood. It's just saying, okay, you have this and equals this.
Yeah, exactly. Kids shouldn't even be knowing about pipes and suck blood and everything else. Especially
They're going to learn about it one way or another.
Especially, well, that's in...
You look at TV, you look at these movies, they're going to learn about it.
That's in the house. But we're talking about in the classroom. We're not talking about in the house with you and your kids in the private area. We're talking about in a public area with kids. Certain kids shouldn't be exposed to certain things, and as an adult, they shouldn't let that happen. Next, we have in Philly, Paige Winslow. She's better known as the Black Madam. She was arrested at a so-called pumping party in Germantown when she was planning to perform illegal butt enhancement procedures. She did a procedure before on a woman. Another woman almost died. She did another procedure before on another woman, and she's under investigation for that because the woman died. And now she's charged with aggravated assault. David, what's going on here? What's the problem with this?
You know what's the problem? Everything is a problem with that. Number one, why would you be going around giving butt enhancements? And let me ask this first. Who's going around looking for butt enhancements like that? I would go to a doctor. I mean, you're going to some person off the street. You're just looking for trouble. That's the first thing I want to say, huh?
Yeah, I think that's crazy. Like, just even enhancing your butt and all that. I just think it's crazy. You're going to a psychotic woman who probably don't know nothing. She's not a doctor. She's not licensed. She's not a surgeon or anything. And you're going to get plastic surgery done on your butt to an unknown woman that's named Black Madam. That's unheard of. But see, I go to show you, David, women do anything to look good.
Yeah, that's
do
true.
Anything, go to lengths to look good.
And on that note, I think women, they shouldn't worry about their appearance too much. At least in my point of view, I'm not that superficial, but I know some guys that might be. You know, there's some guys in the back that sometimes they talk about, you know, little things like makeup and things like that. And me personally, I don't really care. I care less.
Yeah, me, I look at it like this, man. If you want to lose weight or gain it or whatever, do it the natural way. Don't go let people cut you up and stuff. I mean, unless it's a health problem or health issue
Yes.
and you need it done, then I can understand this. But I don't understand going to a woman in an abandoned building or whatever building she's at, not certified, not a nurse, nothing, and just cutting people up and putting enhancement plants in their butts. I think that's wild.
Shouldn't be surprised though. You got people getting Botox and all that other stuff.
And people are really going to see this woman too. That's the crazy thing about it. All right, other news. An effort to compete with DVDs and online streaming at home, motion pictures in the theater, Nighthawk Theaters in Brooklyn, New York, they serving fancy foods. They serving croquettes with ham and cheese, deviled eggs, pot roast, and everything to compete with, everyday DVD downloading and stuff. David, think this is good or bad, and what's the advantages and disadvantages of this? You think this will work?
Well, it's definitely going to work. You have companies like AMC, they're already doing this. They have 2 theaters in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, one over in Edison where you go in and it's basically a dining experience while you're watching the movie. The lobby is basically a lounge. I have yet to go there, but I've tried to go to see Star Wars and it was filmed, but I did see the lounge area. It's pretty nice. And I see your point. I mean, you say gourmet, and maybe it's just because it's Brooklyn. I don't know. Maybe it's not the same like you would get around here, and because over there it's more diverse. And here it's just, I hate to say it, but it's more, and that's why I get to get that kind of cuisine. But it shouldn't make a difference. I think it would work. I don't see why it wouldn't. It works for other companies and other theaters, so I don't see it here. And to me, it's a good idea. I don't see why not.
I look at it like this. It's a good idea, but I think it should be controlled. It depends where you're doing it at. And it really doesn't really depend where you're doing it at. It just depends on just the way they do it. I mean, it don't matter where it's at, or if it's in a white neighborhood, black neighborhood, or neighborhoods, period. It shouldn't matter. I think that, food is food, and I think it's a good idea because the movie theaters, think about it, movie theaters now, they're about to get extinct. I mean, people don't even want to pay all that money just to go to movies. You think about it. You take, you and your girl or something, you go to the movies, you're coming out there spending at least about $80 if you're doing it right. If you're doing it big. That's how much money you're going to spend. Now, you got other kids, you might spend more than 80. You got like 3 or 4 kids. Movie there's expensive. You might as well go to Great Adventure, Chuck E. Cheese or something. But I think it's a good idea. I just think it should be
the only issue I would
controlled.
have with this, I don't know if it's going to be like waiters where you're at a table and they come and they serve you the food. But if I'm watching the movie, I don't want to see somebody walking by me every 5 minutes. But if it's just at a concession stand, you're getting the food and you can bring it in, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good idea. Hopefully it works through and everybody start doing it. Maybe, the movie theater be more exciting, worth the money going there instead of spending all that money. Next topics, we got sports. We got to talk about March Madness. March Madness start this week. It's going to be fun. The brackets come out. Some people win, some people lose, some people cry, some people, so... David, do you have a Pacific college team, or do you play these brackets, or do you even care?
As a matter of fact, I do. With my roommate, the last 2 years we played, when we were living together, I've won every year. So I'm trying to defend my title once more. The jury's out in Illinois, but we're going to try and do it online. I always like Syracuse, but every year they always disappoint me. But I'm still going to try it again this year. I'm going to root for them. They're doing pretty well. Same thing with North Carolina. I like North Carolina. My roommate was a North Carolina graduate, so Tar Heels. You gotta like that. The only thing I'm disagreeing with, because I've looked at like the top 20 of these teams, would be like Kansas or Kentucky. I believe they're number 1. A lot of people, they're highly rated. They're gonna do well. It's not necessarily they're gonna win it. I'm not necessarily going with that. I mean, last year people, Kansas, they're number 1. They're gonna win. They're gonna win it, and they did nothing. Where'd they go? Maybe 2 or 3 rounds, and that was it. And the same thing with UConn. People are saying, UConn, they're gonna have this run. I don't think so. They're not the same like they were last year. They're not gonna do anything. I'm sorry, huh?
Yeah, UConn's not even ranked. I'm really surprised that they're playing kind of poorly. But also Jim Calhoun, he was in the hospital a couple times, so who knows where their mental head is at. But I'm like you, Dave. I like Syracuse, but
Yeah.
You know, who knows what might happen with them. North Carolina every year always has a chance. They always look good. You got Duke. What else? You got Murray State. People say they won.
I would love to see Murray State do something. It's coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, they still playing good ball any way you look at it. My dark horse, I like Marquette. So, you know, I like the way them guys play defense. And it should be fun this year because this year it seems like it's more wide open than just – you got Ohio State too and Kentucky and Kansas. But it seems like it's wide open. It don't seem like it's going to be a dominant team. But get your brackets ready.
I don't know about that, but all right.
Yeah, get your brackets ready. Hopefully I win something this year. But next we got the bounties. I know everybody already heard of it already, but we're talking about it. Greg Williams, he offered bounties, you know, take people out on stretchers and hurt people, quarterbacks like Kurt Warner and Brett Favre. He did it with the Saints, the Redskins, and the Bills. Are you for this, Dave, or are you against this?
You're my force, I'm against this. Who would be for this? This is cruel. This is barbaric. I mean, why would you do this? I mean, it's just, I guess because you just want to win so bad, but still there's a line that you just can't cross. And I did read an article that, I mean, some of the bigger pools were during I believe the NFC championship and title back in 2010 when they, you know, there's big bounty on Brett Favre, take him out of the game, and there's all those controversial hits on him. So, I mean, I just don't think it shows good sportsmanship, really. I mean, you should just be playing the game just to play it, just to have, you know, because this is what you love to do and not to hurt people. That's not what it's about. And if that's why you're playing this game, then don't play it. You shouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah, I look at it like this. It was wrong as far as the coaches being involved. Coaches involved telling players they pay them some money if you go out here and hurt somebody. I think you should do that for free. I don't think that you should pay somebody to go out here and hurt somebody. That's number one. Number two, I think it's wrong that the coaches were involved. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with players doing side bets or, you know, you can't control that when other players do it, you know.
You can't control it. Yes, you can.
You know, you can't control when other players are doing it in their own locker rooms because they're going to do it regardless. People are going to make side bets that you're not going to know. You call
I
up
beg to
somebody.
differ. I think they respect the coach. If the coach says, no, you can't do this, they're going to listen to the coach.
Nah, I don't think so. They're paid athletes. Some of them coaches go and leave. I don't believe that. I just believe that the coach had nothing to do, should have had nothing to do with that. And I think it was wrong that the coaches were telling them and paying their own players that's already getting paid millions to go out here and hurt somebody. I think that's wrong. But if the players are doing it on the side and they making little side bets, you know, Randy Moss or somebody, I'm going to get 3 touchdowns today, I bet you $100 or something, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I think coaches getting involved in paying players big bounties to go out here and hurt somebody that had family, kids, and everything, I think that's wrong. But football is football. People going to get hurt. Things is going to happen. Next, we talk about baseball. You know, I was, you know, thinking about talking about, you know, 2 best teams, you know, who's better, David, Phillies or the Yankees. But there's a lot of teams out there. There's a lot of good teams, David. What you think? Who's better, Phillies, Yankees?
Well,
or do you have a team that's better than both of them?
Well, I couldn't really tell you. I'm not following baseball right now, but it seems to me they both have pretty good teams. Mm-hmm. I couldn't say one's better than the other. I could tell you who's terrible.
All right, tell me who's terrible.
The Mets. I think anybody can tell you that. They're just crumbling. They're just falling apart. And it's just embarrassing. As a Mets fan, it's embarrassing to watch this team struggle. Huh?
Yeah,
it's like one of those, you know, spiders in a toilet. You know, you see it trying to crawl out. You know it's not going to make it, but you keep rooting for him. That same kind of feeling. You just want to flush it and get it over with already.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's how I was for a minute, a little bit with Detroit. You know, I was going through convulsions sometimes, certain games, you know, where, you know, I stuck through it and see where we at now. But the Mets, yeah, I can see why you're upset. It's a hard division. You got the Marlins, you got Atlanta, you got Phillies. You know, Phillies signed Papelbon. They have good pitching. I think the hitting is a little weak compared to how they used to be. But they're still going to be tough, man. Phillies still going to be tough. The Yankees are always good. As long as there's no salary cap and the payroll is good, Yankees will always be good. They always will be in the mix. They will never lose. I can't see the Yankees go last in their division. I can't remember the last time Yankees was last.
It's just like a whole bunch of injuries.
Yeah, that's the only way that will happen. And even then, they still go out here and buy people to replace the injured people. So, but I'm happy they got rid of A.J. Burnett, though. He needed to go. They wasted his money on him. And look, now he's hurt. He got popped in the eye in practice with the Pirates. He's terrible. Yankees did justice by letting him go. It's going to be an interesting year. I think Phillies and Yankees could be beat this year, but it remains to be seen. We have a call on tape for you, or next subject, call on tape, when we catch things on tape and we talk about them. Right here, it was a movie. They was filming a movie out here in the Arizona desert. I hope they have permits for all that stuff. And the helicopter was flying, and then by accident, David, look, the helicopter just crashed. And that wasn't part of the movie script or anything. I hope somebody, got insurance for that. I hope he survived that crash, because they don't say if he survived a crash or not.
Yeah, actually, I did see this video before, and remarkably, the guy walked away from the crash. Nobody was hurt. Unbelievable.
No scratches, no nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, man, that's what's up. God was with him. Somebody was with him. Somebody was praying for him, because my luck is not that good. I'll probably walk away with broke legs, arms, who knows. But that's good that he's okay. But accidents happen, especially in movies. When you make a movie, things never go, as you know, Dave, you make movies. Things sometimes might not go right. So next we have Take It to the People, where we go and talk to the people and everyday people. That's what we do. That's what I like. That's what the show is for the people, for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Take It to the People. We here in the practice room, Tell It Like It Is, Just Jackson. I'm here with my good friend
Tyler.
My man Tyler, man, I was listening to your music. How you? It's impressive, and plus, by the way, he doesn't read music; he just goes to it. That's how you know he's a good musician, a good artist. How you doing?
Well, basically, if I can hum a song in my head, I'm probably able to play it. It just goes by. It's been something I've been doing since I was in 3rd grade. I've been put through piano lessons, and I would watch my piano teacher play the music for me, and then I would just memorize what she just played for me. I wouldn't even be looking at the sheet. I'd be looking up, I wouldn't be paying attention to what I was doing. So she's just like, you know what? I'm not going to mess with what you got going on, because you got your own thing doing, and it's working for you. She gave me a keyboard, and she's like, here, go have fun. And she just let me do whatever I want, and I still play at all her piano recitals, and she doesn't teach me anything.
Hi, what's going on? My name is Just Jackson. I'm here to Tell It Like It Is. I'm here with a fellow student. What's your name, miss?
Kelsey.
Yes, Kelsey. I was just walking down, just see you with the pizza box. Is this pizza good, and who makes it? Or I don't know, Mercer makes this pizza, or did you make it yourself?
No, there's a guy in the cafeteria that makes it, and I only eat it when the guy makes it, because the lady who makes it, well, it's just not good.
What this is about right here?
This is InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. We're a non-denominational Christian group, so you can be Baptist, Catholic, you could be pretty much anything. If you're seeking God, if you've already found Him, and you just want some questions answered, or if you want to just feel safe and a comforting and encouraging environment, we're open to everyone just coming to check us out.
I'm here with the lovely ladies.
Hi, my name's Beanish. I'm the SGA representative for MSA, Muslim Students Association.
Hi, I'm Maheen, and I'm a member of MSA.
Ladies, what are we doing here today?
We're having a bake sale right now. We have baklava, we have bread, we have cupcakes. As you can see, there's only one cupcake left. So we had a lot of stuff, but it sells pretty fast. We also have brochures right here. to tell about Islam, what spread the word basically. Yeah.
What's up? This is Justin Jackson. I'm here. Just tell like it is, Mercer. I'm here with my friend.
Rich Diaz.
Yo, Rich, talk to me, Rich. I know you're in computers and video games. Why do PlayStation Network keep shutting down? Why is it shut down? I was crying when it shut down. It messed my whole evening up. Talk to me, Rich.
See, for what I see, this PlayStation Network, it's free. But the reason why it's free is that such things always happen. It can be shut down easily by hackers or anyone else has minimal computer knowledge. Reason why I stick with my Xbox 360. I pay $60 a year, right? But I get my security that no matter what happens, I'll always have my live. And even if it shuts down, they give it to me back.
Yeah, I still love PlayStation. It's killing me though. They gotta get together. They got PlayStation get together, because you're losing people, you're losing fans like myself, and then I'm gonna have to go out and buy me an Xbox 360. I'll say to the people, thank you for everybody that participated. It was good looking. We'll be back with Take to the People, and hopefully, David, we go out here and meet you and businesses and people and family, friends, and kids and dogs and cats. I'm interviewing everybody. I don't discriminate, and everybody's gonna get it. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to everybody. So, Take to the People, where real people talk about real things. Last but not least, straight from the heart, the rant. I got a couple issues. Starting with number one, I got breaking news. I know it's probably informed already, but we have it here first. Peyton Manning, since we won't go for the next day. Peyton Manning got released after 14 seasons. 14 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts, they released him. They didn't want to pay him that money. And I don't blame him. I'm not paying you all that money, Peyton, and I don't know if your neck is dangling on a wire or whatever. I don't know. We might pay you $28 million. You go on training camp, you get hurt, or you go on the first game, somebody pop you good one time, and that's it. And then the money and investment will be down the drain.
Hey, don't go bashing Peyton Manning. He's been in the league 14 years, and he's injured once, and you already go, oh, he's going to get injured. No.
So, hold on. Let me finish my rant, please. And second...
No, you can't finish your rant.
Second, like I said, his neck is bad. Four surgeries in 1 year on your neck, that's nothing to play with. I'm sorry. That's not Tilly sticks. That's nothing easy. That's serious. 4 neck surgeries. And I think it should retire. That's my opinion. Second, I'd like to give a shout out to the Bethea family in Trenton. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, Rahama Bethea. He's the second wrestler in Mercer County history to win the state title. Congratulations to him, and he's the first out of Trenton High. Yes, I do follow high school sports. I know more than what you might think. I know I follow them heavily, all sports, wrestling. I don't discriminate, but congratulations to the Bethea family. Also, I like to say, everybody's keep talking about Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy, whatever you want to call him. First of all, I just want to say, because I've been here, I was watching the golf. I know he beat Tiger by, 2 strokes. Tiger's been doing it. But to be honest with you, Tiger's the best. I don't care if Rory's number one. Tiger's the best. He always will. He always have. Tiger's one of the best golfers in history. And it sickens me when people go and say, oh, Rory's better than Tiger Woods. How can you say that? Rory can't even sit at the same lunch table as Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods got 14 majors? I mean, how many Rory has? One? Rory has one? Are you serious? Come on now. I hate, I don't like it when people say, comparing other people to the great legends, and they're not even in the same class. Same thing with LeBron and Jordan. Can't compare them to. They're 2 different animals. You can't compare them to. And stop it, for real. Give Tiger Woods some respect. Stop it. Third, I got to say, Tim Tebow and Tyler Swift might be an item. I'm kind of happy for Tim Tebow. But Tyler Swift, all I can say about Tim Tebow, Tyler Swift she's a pretty girl. She looks nice and wholesome. You know, I don't really know how she is behind closed doors, but you know, she seems kind of nice and wholesome, and I think they make a great couple. Will it last? I don't know, but I hope Tim Tebow don't let her sidetrack him on playing football and messing his mind and everything up. Please don't let that happen. And another thing, Tim Tebow, I just hope that you don't, you know, do her dirty because she might write a song about you, Tim. She might write a song about you and blow your whole spot up. David, you told me you want to say something about Tim Tebow and Taylor Swift.
No, I was going to say I agree with you.
Oh, all right.
And I just want to say, if Taylor's watching, anybody who knows Taylor is watching, looking for a guy without any drama, just call me. I'm waiting.
Yeah, he's available, ladies. We got David the Jet right here. He's available. He's the man. Also, before we close the show out, we have my man Gabe that plays the guitar and sings. He's about to be on The Voice, try out for The Voice. Hope everybody listens, support him. We happy for him. Thanks, Gat, you know, for coming through. And he might be on The Voice there one day. He might be on television. He might get a record deal.
And if I can, I'd like to make a plug-in over here. You can check him out, Manic Band on Facebook. Look him up. Plenty of great music.
Yes, you heard it here first. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. I'm your host, Jess Jackson. It's my special guest host, David. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
And Gabe, do what you do best.
Who are you to tell me I'm not worthy? You really expect me not to try? Tell me who gave you the power to judge me? I didn't know been different was such a crime. I've got to see the needs some sewing, and you stand there like you're unknowing. Yes, I know I'm a sinner and I'll never be a king. To all of you out there who dream, let us sing. I've had enough of us living a rougher world. I've forgotten love, government that we can't trust. Let's make a change, we must. If you're ready, raise your hand to help your struggling fellow man. We can do it, yes we can. Hallelujah, here's our chance. Here's our chance. Yeah. I can see how much you suffer in your eyes. Believe me, I know how it feels to want to die. But I found my purpose to live this life, to make a difference and maybe save a life. Yes, I know I'm a sinner and I'll never be a king. So all of you out there who dream, let us sing. I've had enough of us living a rougher world that's forgotten love, government that we can't trust. Let's make a change, we must. If you're ready, raise your hand to help your struggling fellow man. We can do it, yes we can. Hallelujah, here's our chance. Here's our chance. Here's our chance. Here's our chance. I've had enough of us living a rougher world. I've forgotten love, a government that we can't trust. Let's make a change, we must. If you're ready, raise your hand to help this struggling fellow man. We can do it, yes we can. Hallelujah, here's our chance. Here's our chance. Here's our chance. Here's our chance. Thank you.